Hi. So, in the next few videos, we will talk about things that we have touched based in our previous lectures or previous videos, but they are so important, so I would like to touch base on it again. The first thing I would like to talk about in this video will be control. So, a lot of time we tend to get upset when things does not go our way. We can influence things, but some of the things we cannot control, like we cannot control the weather, we cannot control how the economy will be, let's say 3 years from now. We cannot control how we will be looking physically in few years from now, or how our financial situation will be 5 years from now. We can work on these things, but we don't have control. um, and that's why sometimes we all struggle. Sometimes we like to control people in relationship. We like people to behave the way we would like them to. We would like them to act in a certain way. We would like them to do things. And sometimes when in a relationship, even when the other partner is not doing what we should want them to, and that upset us. And that's where the control comes. If we try to have too much control, and then what happens, it affects relationship. Most of the time we are also worried about things that have not happened, and our mind might dwell on situation that might happen in the future. Our mind try to control the future, but as we all know that we cannot have control of the future. A lot of times we like to keep control of what will happen in the future, and what happens then we are worried about failure, and then we don't take chances. We have to let the control go and live in the present moment, because that's the only time we have some control. If we live in the past or we worry about future, then we will not be able to live in the present moment. And if we are not worried about result, and we do our best, then we are not afraid of failures, and we live our life boldly and happily. A lot of time when we worry too much about failure, so we don't enjoy the process. We are more worried about the future. We are more worried about the destiny. It's okay to do that, but the problem is if we worry too much about it, then we will not be able to enjoy the current moment. We also don't uh, have to put our self-worth on our winning or losing, as we know that we don't have any control on the result. So what happens, we put our self-worth that, oh, if I am gonna win, then I'll feel good about it. But that's not the way it should be, because sometimes the result is not in our control. So the only thing is in our control is our effort. um, I have seen people uh, who are living in a very who nice neighborhood. They have healthy um, lifestyle, but suddenly they start having either medical problem or financial problem, and sometimes some of those people suffer from terminal illness. It's very heartbreaking, but it's a bitter truth that we have to accept how things are. Unfortunately, we don't have control on a lot of things in our life. Also, sometimes we had difficult time in our past, how our parents raised us. We might have gone through some traumas, we were in bad relationship. Our mind tend to go back to our past moment or of difficult times in the past. But unfortunately, sometimes we are thinking about our past so much that we don't enjoy our present. Our past should not be the one that define our present. It's our mind that keeps tricking us, keep bringing us to the past, and keep telling us if the past was tough, this present situation will also be tough. We cannot change our past, but we can tell ourselves that our past cannot define us, and it does not mean that our past will repeat ourselves. So that's the thing I wanted to talk about, is importance of control. You do your best, and sometimes we don't have control of the circumstances or the situation. The only thing we can do is to do our best and then accept how things are. But also, we have to make sure that things will not always go the way that I would like. And a lot of time, too much control in situations and can make people more stressed out or upset, especially in relationship, that I would like the other person to behave the way I would like to behave, I would like them to behave, can cause problem, because in my mind I am right, in their mind they are right. So everyone is doing the best they can in the circumstances, and it does not mean that if someone is doing something that does not aligned with my values, it means they are wrong. It means they are just different. So we have to accept people point of view, even if we don't, if they have a different point of view than us. So try to enjoy your present moment. Don't think too much about the past, and don't worry too much about your future. And try sometimes to let the control go. Sometimes we just don't have control. We just have to accept how things are. Thanks for watching.